All right, welcome back to Deep Stash Knitting.
Hello.
With KnittinJenna and the Crazy Cat Lady, formerly known as. We are here today on Sunday the 17th. Doing pretty good keeping up with our every 2 weeks.
We are doing pretty good. Thank you so much for making it happen this week because we had to change our schedule and adjust some things. And you jumped right in and came right over so we could get it done.
Girl, we're going to spread our reach here.
Yeah.
Grow our channel.
Like
Talk to the people. We got to be putting stuff out there.
I'm dying to know what you're working on.
I know. You'll have to wait.
I got to wait with everybody else? Okay.
I started it last night. That's okay. Okay, so today, Korey has on her Nanook sweater. It's out of Cascade Eco
Look, they're
Wool.
like, is she really going to fix her hair?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
She looks good. She's doing it.
Yeah.
She's doing it.
It's okay.
Yeah. It's by Heidi Kirrmaier. It's a cardigan. It's open. It's got this really pretty, like, fan.
What is she?
Reversible.
Does she call them bear claws?
Bear
I think
claws,
she might call
yeah.
them bear claws.
I like
But
this.
essentially, it's a fan.
It's top down. Right? Didn't we? Because that's the fun part. You knit that lace fan first, and then you just zoom. It's got garter stitch fronts.
Garter stitch fronts and stockinette back. So it goes really fast.
Wait, show this part off. This is the most beautiful part she's done. Is that little twisted rib on the cuffs.
Y'all understand. You can do twisted rib for yourself.
It's so tidy.
Right.
It's so tidy.
Twisted rib it just adds something to it. You can do it for yourself. It's a slug for somebody else. It's like, do I love them this much?
Do I?
To do this twisted rib?
Well, not on things that people are going to outgrow, but if they're going to wear it forever, maybe.
Well, you do have that. Everything you make is going to be outgrown by your little people. But it's okay.
Yeah. I'm wearing the Petit Picot shawl. It's by Epace Tricot. It was I don't know if it was free, but I had some marigold gin yarn. And the red is a Malabrigo sock yarn.
How are those? Now, see, how about those Picots?
The Picots, that was a labor of love. Because, like, you have to go back and pick it all up. Like, you knit the whole thing and then...
You have to really want those Picots.
And I considered not doing it, but I think it just completes the look.
It does. Now, with me, my Picots wouldn't be even.
Yes,
I would probably do them and be like, oh, I missed a Picot.
No, it's like a little rhythm. It worked out. It worked out. Okay. 10, 14, 15,
Look,
18.
you counting?
I know. Well, I'm going to grab another needle to put the next 20 stitches on. Because I was trying to do this on a 16-inch circular, and it's a baby hat, so it's going to be too... it's
but at
not
least
enough
you
stitches.
know how to use double points. I'm not good at the
Yes, you
double points.
are. You are just fine.
I tried it one time, and I was doing it, and I had it on 4. I forget what I was making. You were like, let's put that on 3.
Yeah.
And it went much better with 3.
Yeah,
but
the management of 3 is better.
But even still, I was like,
Okay, so should we just dive into what we're working on before we tell you what we finished? Should we do that?
Okay, let's tell them what we're working on.
Okay.
Well, I'm working on a lot.
So this is just a basic baby hat. My daughter's teacher is pregnant. She's due in February. They're having a shower for her at the beginning of December. And I was like, oh goodness, what are you having, a boy or a girl? And I found out it's a girl. So Molly and I
love it when people find out what they're having.
That feels like a shot.
But in all fairness, she did offer for me to know. And she was like, now I'm going for my ultrasound and they'll be able to tell the sex. Do you want me to have them call you? I was like, oh no, absolutely not. I would mess up and be knitting some bright pink and give it away, you know.
Yeah. So Molly and I stopped at Michael's yesterday. I was really looking for double pointed needles, but I found this. It's Loops and Threads, they're Fleck, and it's got these really cute little neps in it.
I like that.
It's acrylic and polyester, but like it's baby stuff and I need it to be washable.
But you're going to knit some more.
I am. So I'm going to knit a hat. I'm going to stripe it. And then I'm going to knit this little guy. The short notice. It's a little baby cardigan, but the modification I make is I make the opening just here, so you know, big baby heads you can get through, but then I join in the round and knit the body in the round.
That's neat. Oh,
yeah. It's free. This is a free pattern on Ravelry. It's by Taiga Hilliard. This is it. That's telling you about it. That's what you do. That's what you do. Done. You're supposed to knit it in a chunky weight. This is worsted weight. So I'm gonna knit it on a 7. This calls for a 9. And I'll just go up a few sizes so I don't have to do any math.
And then you get to use some buttons. You know, I'm the queen of buttons.
So, wrinkle, wrinkle, crinkle, crinkle. That's what this sweater is. My mom made this for Molly.
Oh.
But that's the modification we did, was just the
look at the buttons
up here. And then you knit in the round down there.
Those buttons are everything.
They are great. But that's out of this
Look at those buttons.
The yarn does all the work. It looks very fancy. But
it does.
The Premier Bloom.
It does look fancy.
Chunky, big yarn.
Looks like a little rose bush.
It's darling. It looks so cute on Molly. Molly loves it. So my mom's going to make Sarah one to match. That's going to be great. But TikTok's going wild for this. So I dug all this stuff out so I could tell the people of TikTok about it.
You did?
But I haven't told them about it yet. So the lighting wasn't right at my house yesterday.
I love those buttons.
So that's what it'll be. A short notice. So
how much does this take in worsted? Well, it's a baby. This one here is longer for a longer toddler child. So yeah, you're gonna have plenty. This is very heavy.
This is almost 400 yards.
I was just gonna
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's like 200 and something grams.
It's heavy. Yeah, so you got plenty.
355 yards. I figured I had plenty to do.
Yep, you got plenty.
Some baby stuff. But yeah, this calls for the smallest size. Newborn calls for 225 yards. I'll probably do the 6-month size. 1, 2, that's 300 yards.
Yeah. I like this with this little.
I think it'll be really cute. I'm just going to stripe it back and forth. Because I couldn't pick one. Molly liked this orangey one. And I liked the light pink. So I thought it would be cute together.
Of course she did. But she's right. It's going to look good together.
It is. It is. So I'm trying to get this is a hat. I'm trying to get off of the circular onto double points. Because I tried knitting it on the circular and
I feel a sneeze.
Bless you.
Okay.
The circular is too small. Or too big for the 56 stitches I have on here. So first working thing. This, I have to stop everything else I'm doing to prioritize this. Because this needs to be done. Coming. Well, the baby shower they're having for her at school is December 4th.
Okay.
And I have to knit a hat and a sweater.
So you got to get on it, girl.
I'm going.
Stop playing around.
Okay. Something else you're working on.
Okay. We'll just do the quick what I'm working on.
No. So, you don't have to quick. Girl, I like mixing it up. We don't need to have a prescription for what we're doing here.
So this is what? West Yorkshire Spinners, Hollyberry. You mentioned you were working on Hollyberry. And then...
Yes. The 4-ply in the Hollyberry colorway.
My godson is in Germany. And, you know, in Germany, they just really do Christmas up. And he's looking forward to, you know, going to the Christmas fair and everything in Germany. And I thought, let me hurry up and knit him some socks and get them mailed to him so he could have some Christmas socks. So,
you're doing international shipping?
It's to the military. It gets there quickly.
Okay, all right.
I don't know. That's amazing. They can get the military their mail. It takes forever to get my yarn or something that I order.
We must not know the right people.
Right. Yeah. The military, for some reason, I guess they've always got planes or something going over, and I guess they do their mail separate or something. Yeah. Hey, some of you military people, explain to us why international shipping to the military gets there so quickly. So I just started 2 socks. I did do Opal. And of course, you know, with Opal, you have no idea what color that is. I don't. Maybe I should send it to him and have him read it to me. But it's a Opal color 5184. This is what the heels, toes, and cuffs are going to be.
Oh, that's going to be so good.
Well, and so all I did on the cuff was just 3 little rounds at the top. And then I'll do the heel and toe out of this.
Oh, that's darling.
And
in a manly way.
Yes, I think he'll love them. So, and it was funny because when I went to Seven Sisters and I was looking, all they had was the Christmas sock yarn with the stellina in it. And I was like, now I know no, we saw some Hollyberry. And so
Yeah.
I asked her, and I was like, is this it? And she said that was it. I said, I guess you don't have the Hollyberry. And then she's like, hold on. And she came back, she's like, yeah, we do. Here it is. I don't know why it wasn't out. So I'm happy I said something.
Yeah. Then he would have had sparkle socks.
I know, he wouldn't have gone for that.
Why not?
Yeah. He would have been like, what did she send me?
Sparkle socks. You know, he would have had to wear them though. And it probably would have been great for
He would have at least once.
the Chris Kindle market. Yeah. He'll send you a picture. Said, thank you.
So that was an impromptu because I finished a pair of socks yesterday and I was out and about with the hubby and he agreed to drive me over there, which I love because that means I can knit. And he agreed to drive me over and I ran in and got that so that I could get going on those.
Okay. I like that. All right. Another whip. So I was working on that hat for Sarah. And so then I finished it, which you'll see in a minute. But for Molly, of course, was like, wait, where's mine? So I went ahead and started using what I had left. I started the brim. It's going to be, I wanted it to be similar to Sarah's, but not the same. So I'm going to make, I think you've made this, the March hat.
I think I did.
By Meghan Babin.
I cannot remember who I made it for.
I don't know, but I love that. So,
yeah, I did. My sister.
Yeah.
My sister gets everything.
it was a free pattern by, it's Kelborn Woolens when they were doing their Year of Hats.
Mm-hmm.
The March hat. It's this real cute kind of seersucker pattern is what they call it. But I didn't make the brim that long. I did not do the tubular cast on. I just did a German twisted cast on. And I just started the pattern.
One day I'm going to do the tubular cast on. One day.
Yeah.
I have never done it. I always say, oh, I'm going to do it. And I start reading. I'm like,
Well, I figured this is a child's hat, right? So my children, they will grow. I'm not, if there's a technique that I know that is just like the German twisted cast on, you get good stretch. It looks nice. We are not fashion models.
Well, I know
We'll
a lot of
be just
people
fine.
like the tubular cast on because it looks like it just cascades over the side. And that's nice, but I'm going to be honest with you, I kind of like having a defined in. It almost, I don't know.
Yeah.
I like the German twisted.
I love the German twisted cast on for anything you need to be like a stretchy opening without it being like so stretchy that it flares.
Here's the funny thing. I can't remember who I made this for, but I can distinctly remember that I made it out of a bubble gum pink color.
Yes. With a big pom-pom. So Molly says she really wants a pom-pom on her hat. So this is that Wonderland Yarns, Marianne in the Blue Skies and Rainbows colorway. And I'm holding it double. This is what I have left from knitting the other hat, which I'll show you in a little while. But it should be enough.
Make it? You think you're gonna make it?
If it's not, I'm just gonna, either I'll rip it back and make it smaller, or I'll find some other rainbow yarn to just finish it off or do the pom-pom with or something like that. So we'll see. We'll see.
You could always do the pom-pom in some bright
orange.
Yeah.
Call it a day, just make an orange pom-pom. She would be thrilled.
That's almost cheating.
She would be thrilled.
She loves orange. So if you plop some orange on it, she'll be just pleased.
Gosh. Well, her winter coat is orange. Her water bottle is orange.
Oh, I love it.
She only agreed to the rainbow yarn because she saw Sarah's and was like, oh, okay, I'll have that. And I'm like, wait. But yeah, I think other whips. I have two more. Well, technically I have three, but I didn't bring one because I forgot.
Wait, I'm off camera looking for stuff.
Okay. Next whip.
We're gonna learn. Oh, okay. So we had discussed this in the previous podcast. Remember, I was doing this sock with the slip stitch.
Yes.
And then you told me I went to put it on to test it, and it was too tight. And so I had gotten pretty far along, and you were saying to go to the other one, since I do them tandem, and increase the stitches and see if that works. And that's what I did. I went to the other cuff that I had done and increased the stitches after the ribbing, and then started the the slip stitch pattern. And when I put it on, it works.
Okay.
So I went ahead and ripped out the one where I was pretty far along and brought it up to speed. But where I am in my yarn, I'm not loving those colors. Those are not me. Those are not my colors. My colors are in here somewhere.
She wants that red and the orange and the yellow.
So I figured if I stop where I am and make shorties, and you know, my friend Gayla, she likes a good shorty.
Yeah.
Bless her heart.
You can't bless her heart for that. That's too good. That's a gift. That is a knitting gift.
So she likes a good shorty. So I figured I would stop where I am. Oh, here comes our visitor. Okay, come on, baby. We were wondering when you were going to come.
Yeah.
He's here.
Say hi.
He's here. So I figured I'd stop where I am and put in a heel and make her a pair of shorties. And then maybe by the time I make my way on down to the foot, I would get to the part of the yarn that I like, and I can make myself a pair of shorties out of the yarn that I like.
You should have enough. So I weighed my Halloween socks and what was left over.
Mm-hmm.
And what was left from the 100-gram ball was like 54 grams. Or, yeah, right about. So that should get me, that would assume that the pair of socks that I made was about that, what, 46 grams?
He is just, hey, those of you who have kids, you know how they always talk about how your kids wait until you're distracted and then they go off and they do bad things. Now, he sees that we're podcasting, this little bad cat, and he's taking it upon himself to start eating my muffin that's down here. Now, he's not the type of cat that even likes sweet stuff. He's the cat that likes Parmesan cheese and potato chips. But he's decided he's going to eat this muffin. And he's taking advantage of me.
Well, I've said this before. Pets should be spoiled. So.
He's he's so bad. My only concern about this is that I have some yellow here, but this yellow is 100% merino in Apothecary, but it is her sock.
Yeah,
but I'm concerned about me doing the heel
wear.
In the wear.
But, so the Malabrigo sock yarn, the old one, now they make an ultimate sock that has nylon in it. The original Malabrigo sock just has merino. I have a pair of socks that did wear through the heel.
But I bet if I go back in and stash dye in my heel toes and cuffs, I bet I have some yellow or something that would go with it. I was just going to do yellow because yellow's her favorite color.
Then do yellow.
But,
I bet you have a yellow, or don't you have some nylon? Didn't you buy like a thread of nylon? You could just carry it through there with it, like hold it double.
I bet if I look, I could find it.
You had some.
So I'll have to stash dye. Sometimes that's fun.
Well, we are the deep stash. You better get in there, see what you got.
Yeah, I have to stash dye.
He is still working on this muffin.
He's working on the little, what are the liner that it comes in?
Yes, he's like, ooh, there's snacks on here.
He's so bad.
Okay.
He's rotten.
Well, they're supposed to, I've said this before, if you have pets, like, they're here to keep you company and help you feel good. And so, like, their lives are short and they're stuck with us, so we might as well make them as happy as possible.
He's taking advantage of the situation. Cats all up on the table. You know them cat people.
Girl, I was one. I was one. You know, I can't talk at all. At all.
You know, one year at my job, my boss was trying to give me some fudge. And I said, where did this fudge come from? And he said, what do you mean, where did it come from? I said, where did it come from? And I said, did you buy it? Where did it come from? And so he said, I made it. And I said, oh, no, that's okay. And he said, why not? I said, because you got 7 cats. He said, you got cats? I said, that's the reason why I know not to eat food out of people's houses that have cats.
Yep.
I said, that's
Like,
okay.
I know where their little feet are. I know where they
He
go.
just looked at me. I was like, I don't want that. I can't want that.
I can't.
Cats all up on the table.
Yep. I know. We know about them. Oh.
He is really going after it.
So it's
look
coming
at this.
along. I'm no longer fighting with the sleeves. I'm doing them 2 at a time. I got a circular and a circular. And I'm doing the sleeves, and the yarn management's wild. This is the Haru V-neck sweater out of Miss Babs Yowza in the coffee break colorway. So I'm almost done with sleeves. They probably have like a hands.
You got to make sure that they're long enough now.
Yeah, well, of stockinette, and then I'll do.
Then you're going to do the rib.
Yeah, just plain old. I think it's.
And of course, it's in the bag with the lovely zipper tabs. Every time you see this bag, you're going to have to see me talk about the zipper tabs because I was so proud of myself.
Yep.
With the zipper tabs.
So I was really trying to get these sleeves done for today, but my hands.
Oh no! Don't
were.
shit.
Well, because I was excited about it.
Okay.
And so I was really pushing.
But
have
my
it done
next time.
It was really bothering me, and I think it's from like having
have a whole.
It was heavy,
mm-hmm.
and so I was like, I need to relax my hands down and take some time off, and so I worked on socks, and that's why I started that.
And this may be, you know, sometimes when we're doing these sweaters, I have to knit at a table so I can put the sweater on the table.
That's what I should.
But show them that once you get finished with these sleeves, we're going to really be to the exciting part.
Then it's just the V-neck.
Look at that.
You'll pick up and knit, and then you just do it like that.
That's going to be nice. And that has a nice wide rib. Mm-hmm. That's going to be fun.
I'm excited for that. So, and I'm...
Are you done, sir?
He's thinking about it.
Are you gonna pop your head up and say hi to the people?
He did. He said hello. See ya.
You're gonna go off. You're gone. Okay.
All right. Bye, sweet boy.
Thank you.
Thank you for playing.
We just gonna put that on over there. Put that in the trash can.
I don't think you want any more of that muffin.
we're done. We're done with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think. Oh. All right. Here's my TikTok hat. I'm calling it a TikTok hat because that's the only reason I was making it was for TikTok. But
where in the world did you get that yarn?
This is deep stash. This has been in my
look at
stash
it
for 1,000 years. It's Cascade Magnum in this whatever blue colorway, 9464. It's gigantic. I cast on maybe 44 stitches. I did a knitted cast on, so I didn't have to measure my tail. And I K1P1 ribbed for a while, and then I did stockinette. Well, I did the long ribbing thinking I was gonna fold it up.
It's too thick.
It's too thick. It looks dumb.
But it makes a wonderful fashion statement to have the long ribbing.
No, I'm gonna rip it back.
You gonna rip it back?
I'm either gonna rip it back to the stockinette and do the whole thing in rib, or I'm gonna rip it back about halfway up and then just do a stockinette top.
What's this color again?
9464.
They didn't name it?
No, they should have, shouldn't they?
They really should have, because it's just absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah. So yeah.
Is it blue? Is it purple? What is it's indigo.
Indigo.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah. And I'm tired of fighting with those needles, so I cannot find my size 13 double points. So I looked yesterday at Michael's, they didn't have them. I called Yarncom. They have 13s, but they don't have 15s. That's the other thing. I wonder if I need to go up a needle size in the stockinette.
Do you need 15s or 13s?
I'm not sure. So I went on Amazon and ordered them because
Do you all hear him?
Tired of fighting. So
hold a moment.
Yes. Oh, he just wants to go down. Or he needs a drink.
He wants to drink.
He needs a drink. He'll be back. But yeah, this is my TikTok hat. I'm fighting with it. I'll rip it out on TikTok. to make
they'll
whatever
love that.
choice. Yeah, whatever choice I need to make. Plus, I hate the decreases that I chose to do, and they were really fiddly.
For some reason, TikTok loves when you rip.
Yeah.
What is up with that?
Because
You've
it's
ripped a couple of times,
mesmerizing.
and they loved it.
It is mesmerizing. So that's the only other thing I'm actively working on. I don't want to use that word. I would like to get going back on my crochet dinosaur for my daughter for Christmas. That would be ideal.
If you get on it.
So I'm going to finish this baby thing. I'm going to finish my sweater. I'm going to finish her hat. Maybe I'll crochet.
Since we're talking about crochet, grab Jimmy's kit.
Ooh. My mom is here quietly knitting.
She's so quiet. She's trying so hard. Like, we're not going to pick on her.
Yes.
If she's real quiet, she's thinking, if I just sit real quiet,
then
they won't even mention me, and it'll be fabulous.
Yeah, right.
She got this from Costco, and it is this crochet kit. And look at this.
For the Nightmare Before Christmas. So
Isn't
my daughter
that
Molly
amazing?
is obsessed with the Nightmare Before Christmas. But the ironic thing is, she likes the characters. She loves the songs. The movie is too spooky for her.
It is so adorable. And it comes with the yarn. They even throw in a crochet hook. And here's the little instruction book. It's worth it just to have the instruction book.
I would say less
Isn't
than
that
20
adorable?
bucks for the
Isn't
whole
that
book.
absolutely
Yeah.
adorable? That instruction book is so cute.
It's got the wire to make your guys.
To make the little, yes.
It's got the
It's got a hook.
stuffing.
I mean, although every crocheter has their preference on hooks, but it has everything you need to make Jack and Sally in here. And then the instructions for the other characters, but everything you need for Jack and Sally is in here.
13 characters, she says.
And then all the instructions for the other characters.
So I was looking through this. It's super cute.
So hurry down to your local Costco.
Yeah. Cause like, look, you can
And
make,
tell them you heard about it on Deep Stash Knitting.
You can make Zero, the pup dog. The other one I think is really cute that I would.
You know what I appreciated that they had most is I appreciated that they gave you the stuffing so you don't have to go buy that 5-pound bag that we all have in the closet somewhere from some project where we're still trying to.
I like Oogie Boogie. But he's just like a burlap sack right with a face.
All the way down to the needles, the darning needles.
Which,
This
so
is a
when she
great
finishes
gift.
one or two or all of them, we'll show them off.
I think this would be a great gift for somebody that you know crafts and does things. This would be a great gift to give them.
But, okay, disclaimer here. There is black yarn in here. And what size crochet hook is
I
that?
know.
Little. It's little.
It's right. And Jack has
Jack
these
starts
little.
on the black, yeah.
Jack starts on these little legs. She said you have to go up, and the circumference on this is just like 5 or 6 stitches. So this is definitely daytime knitting with that black.
What size hook is this? Little. It's a 3.25 millimeter, whatever size that is.
Yeah.
Little.
But this would be a great. I just can't even wait.
Molly is going to lose her mind.
Yes, she is. Just had to steal Jimmy's crochet kit and show you that because it's just so adorable.
Okay. I think that's all the... Oh, wait. You have to show the purple thing that you're working on. Speaking of crochet.
Oh, I'm so happy. She
It's
said the
behind
purple
you.
thing.
It's right behind you. Okay, so Korey has been working on these Afghans. She was working on the green one. You saw that a while ago. So that's
Here's
finished.
the beginning of the
purple.
of the purple lavender. And it is, look, I'm pretty proud of my little crocodile stitch. Look at my little crocodile.
It's so
Look at my
cute.
crocodile stitch.
I love it.
Crocodile stitch is, okay, crocodile stitch looks like crocodile, I guess, when you do several layers
scale,
of it.
yeah.
But it just looks like a ruffle when you do it by itself.
Oh, it's cute.
And I always like the back side of the crocodile stitch, too.
Looks like
I just
flowers.
I like what it does there. And then I did do a tulip stitch right there.
Yeah.
Doesn't come through so well when you don't have any green for the leaves. So I use the dark purple for the leaf and then that variegated for the flower. But as you can tell, it's just stray random assortment of whatever stitch I decide I want to use.
And whatever purple yarn she can
And
locate.
then my whole basket of purple yarn.
Yeah.
So we'll see if I can get it done by Christmas.
No. She's going to get it done by Christmas. What are you doing?
So I gotta do 2 inches a day.
2 inches a day.
I fell behind yesterday, but I had gotten a little ahead earlier. And then there's always Thanksgiving weekend. I will dedicate myself to this on Thanksgiving weekend.
Okay. All right. So we got that. And then this is a great transition into finished objects. Here we are.
This is her sister's green one. I have not finished my, you see all that? It's real long.
Fun fringe.
I have not finished that, but I ordered a fringe twister from the Woolery. It should be here this week. And then I can finish off her fringe. But you can see, same thing. You can see a tulip stitch. It's got a crocodile stitch somewhere. It's fun.
Look, and that bright green.
There's the back side of the crocodile, and there's the front side of the crocodile.
It's so darling. She's gonna love it.
You see this here? I have ribbon I'm gonna weave through there. I don't like having that open because your toe comes through that. And that's no fun.
Then you gotta keep that up by your head.
That's no fun. So
that's the right side up.
I made that particular stitch with the thought of coming back with the ribbon. And then I think I did it somewhere else. I have a super bulky yarn, a chenille super bulky yarn that I'll come back and weave through some of these. And then there are some stitches where I have embroidery thread that I come back and put whatever on it. You know, it's whatever. I was thinking I might go over to the bead place and get some wool pom-poms and sew them on.
Yeah,
you know,
the little ones, yeah.
Wool balls.
Yeah.
I was like, I might go over there and get some little wool balls and put on here. It's for a toddler. She'll love it.
She will. It's her favorite color.
She said green
stripes
was her favorite color. Mm-hmm. And so I tried to buy every color of green that I could find. I wonder what's going on with that. I'll have to figure that. Oh, that's an end. I wonder what I was doing with that end. I must have finished the ball in the middle. So I tried to find every color of green that I could find, and I bought it.
Yes.
And then there's some vintage, old green in here too. Like I don't know how long I've had that yarn or what I made out of it.
That fun. It looks like a Grinch.
Right. So I put some of that in there too.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun if I can get both of them, get the lavender one done, and then the Woolery, the fringe maker from the Woolery should be coming. If I don't, I promise I'll film it and we'll figure it out.
What does it do? What does a fringe maker do? Did it just like twist it together or?
It has two little hooks, two little, what do they call those little claws?
Okay.
You know the little claws people used to use to smoke their marijuana back in the day? Wait, you don't know.
I don't know that.
I need to ask your mom.
Like, yeah, maybe.
She remembers being at the party and people were smoking the marijuana with the little roach clips. I think that's what they call them. It has...
She's making a face.
It has... We can say that now. It's legal everywhere. It's legal in this state at least.
You do your thing. You do your
thing.
Right.
You know, people, you put the little clips, you kind of cut it to even length, you put the clips on, and then you do like this. Then you grab them, and you tie them together, you let it go, and it twists up on itself.
So like I bet like a skein maker, you know how like yarn people like take a skein, and they'll like hook it on a thing, and then they like, it goes, and then they let it go.
Right.
Like that?
Exactly, like that.
So smart. Okay.
So, and I saw that, I have no idea what podcast I was watching, but she did a similar Afghan where she just leaves this long at the end so you don't have to weave in any ends. And she bought a fringe maker, and I was in the bed. I grabbed my phone. It's like, let me get it from the Woolery, and I ordered one.
Yeah.
So when it comes, that'll be fun.
It will be fun.
And then I can make the little fringes.
We'll do a special episode.
That'll be fun.
That will.
So I'm looking forward to that.
Okay. Other finished things. I'll show you the hat for my child. So this was, it's the waffle stitch worsted hat. I did my own decreases on top. It's out of that Marianne yarn, the rainbows and colorways. I held it double so I could get DK weight. It fits my 18-month-old perfectly. It's a little, like, I made it big this way so that it wouldn't be too tight. But it's so stinking cute. And the reason I made waffle stitch was because, I'll show you, because I wasn't going to knit anything for Molly because she already has half. And in fact,
this is neat.
She has a waffle hat that she got last Christmas from my one of my brother-in-laws and his new wife. They were like, we saw these hats and we thought of the girls, and like it's double layered waffle knit. It's by this company, Hanson Surfboards, whatever. Molly loves this hat. Wore it all winter last year. It's so warm and cozy. And so I was like, it'd be really cute if I had another waffle knit hat for my 18-month-old, because my 18-month-old had one that like this, but it's too small now because like, you know, baby hats grow. But Molly can still wear hers. So I wasn't going to make Molly another one.
Yeah, you are.
But Molly saw this one and she's like, where's mine? So
this
maybe I'll steal this one.
Stitch.
It is. I love it. It was so easy too. It's two
like
rows.
A twisted stitch.
It is.
Though.
It's you knit around, and then you knit one through the back loop, purl. Knit one through the back loop, purl.
Okay, and
Super
show me
easy.
what's the yarn again? Because this is this feels amazing.
It's Wonderland Yarns.
Really?
You have some of that.
I know.
I got it from the bee place at the yarn roll last year.
But I don't remember theirs being so nice and cozy. I don't always think of their yarn being a little more rustic.
Oh, that's right.
But that's nice.
Yeah. Wonderland Yarns.
Yes, that's real nice.
I think you have some. So maybe, Mom, I want to make myself one. Do you think I could modify the Musselburgh hat to be waffle stitch like that?
You know what's interesting is that I was looking at the Musselburgh wondering, could I modify it to be a rib? Because I was like, I would really think I would like that hat in a 2x2 or 3x1 rib.
Yeah.
And I was wondering if I could modify the increases and decreases to be a rib. Sorry, husband's doing laundry. And if
I bet you could.
He's doing laundry.
He's
hanging shelves. He's doing all kinds of stuff downstairs.
I think they would just take some thinking, because that's what I want. I just want this waffle. I want it. I want it in everything.
But this is a different type of waffle than the waffle that me and your mom were knitting on our socks.
Yeah, like I wish I could figure out what this is. Right? Maybe I just need to look harder.
Maybe you just need to look harder.
And I think this looks different just because it's smaller. Like this is obviously like light fingering weight yarn. And this is, you know, DK weight because I held it double. So I'm not getting that same, I don't know. I just don't know.
I think that's a knit.
Is it like a knit?
A pearl. Knit, pearl. That's interesting.
I don't know.
So here's
Commercial
what
knits.
I finished. I finished my waffle socks, which I directly stole from your mom. I saw her knitting her Christmas socks in this waffle pattern, and I was just on my rib at the time, and I was like, I should knit that waffle pattern. So I did those.
They look
showed those
so
before.
Good.
What is this? Is it
This is Madeline Tosh, right?
Madeline Tosh
in the newsprint colorway.
There's a newsprint, and then Wildfoot in the black. Deep stash. I think this might have been the first ball of yarn that I ever bought. That's how deep it is. It's been in my stash for forever, and I finally used it.
I love the black and white. I'm impressed you did. Okay, wait, time out, people. You need to see this. I wish there was a sock blocker where you could see.
Oh, the heel.
The eye of partridge heel. It's hard to read it in black on here. But
I don't know.
in
Why
person,
did I
it's
do
beautiful.
it in black?
But it's beautiful. I'm impressed you did it in black. And then tell them you had to do the Kitchener yesterday.
I was trying to Kitchener this, and then my husband wanted to go to the store to get more lights so we could finally get the lights up on the back. And I was like, I'm trying to Kitchener these. I'm like, we're burning daylight here. So I Kitchenered one of them in the car going to the store because it was daylight and I needed daylight to Kitchener black.
Yeah, I can't even see it. We're sitting inside. We're next to a window with lights on and a ring light. Like, we should be okay.
Yeah, I can't even. And I think I might have messed up somewhere.
Nope.
So I got to come back and double check it. But I couldn't even double check it last night because it was too dark.
No.
I figured I had to wait till daylight.
Yeah. All right. And then I finished Molly's socks.
Woo!
They're done. Okay, so revelation about socks for my child. Because I brought the 3 pairs of hand knit socks she has.
You are
So we
such
can
a good
compare.
podcaster.
Well, we're going to compare because, okay, my child is 4. She wears like a toddler size 10. So, I don't know. Here.
The foot is getting longer, isn't it?
Yes. So, like on the sock ruler, child size 10. So she only has 2 more sizes before she's at a toddler, whatever, I guess. 2 or 3. This says 13.
Look, I'm going to make her neck socks longer. She had to curl them under or something.
Well, okay. So she put on her chicken socks for comparison's sake. Chicken socks.
They don't.
And they're too small. Like her heel, like the heel is all the way under her foot whenever she wears them.
So
but
funny.
she loves them. She wears them.
We had to make her some
So
chicken socks.
either we make another pair or we unpick the toe, knit it.
But
Okay. Well, these.
We're
So
not
I
doing
just
that.
finished these. What, a couple months ago? They're her little matching Christmas socks to me.
you did just finish those.
Also too small. Put these on the other night and she's already walking on the heels. So I was like, I hope these are not too small. So I put them on her and they fit, but like for how long? 2 months? And it took me probably 2 months to knit these.
So now the little baby girl needs some more Christmas socks. So
No, so here's the thing. This child is very knit worthy. She is no longer sock knit worthy. Because it takes too long to knit her a pair of socks.
But she's got to have the
that she
chicken
can wear.
socks so she can match Nana.
Maybe we knit a pair of chicken socks and we don't put a heel in it. And they're just tube chicken socks.
Okay, so but they seem like they're a little fat. How many stitches did I do?
Well, they also
probably need to be
they've been
removed.
worn, and I don't think I've washed them in a while. And this has that ribbing on the top of the foot, so.
And then wait, what happened right here?
It probably was just rubbing.
Okay, so I need to get on the chicken socks.
No.
Yeah, she needs some more
So
chicken
anyway,
socks.
the baby can have more
I don't
socks.
know why she keeps saying no. Chicken socks are so much fun. They are much fun.
I'm almost ready to knit mine. My mom knit her pair.
Look at these. They have little chickens. They are adorable.
I'm not saying they're not adorable, and I have yarn to knit my pair. I just.
I have to try and get her some chicken socks knit.
I finished those. I love them. They're cute. But now the extra sock yarn that I have waiting for another pair, I don't think I'm going to make them into a pair for her. I think I'll make these into something else. Or they can just hang for a while.
And maybe that's what I'll do with the chicken socks. Maybe I'll make them, after I get past the chickens, maybe I'll make them ribbed so that they're nice and snug down here. And then just make them longer. Okay, so we had a whole, what do we call it? We had a whole thing on chicken socks, anatomy of a sock. That's what we'll call it. Anatomy of a sock, or autopsy of the sock. We did autopsy of the sock, trying to figure out toddler socks. They do. You had given me a toddler sock pattern that I think you made for your niece, where it's like twisted. It's a tube sock.
Yes, I just made tube socks.
Good?
I think they knit all right for kids. I knitted out a worsted weight yarn, so she just wore them as house socks. But she was wearing them. She wore them for years. Why are you so smart? Why don't we just do that next? Okay, fine. Maybe she will get another pair of socks. It just won't be. They won't be
the traditional sock.
fitted. Yeah.
Yeah, but
with
you
the
gave
heel
me it was
flap.
a tube sock, and the way it was strategically made, I guess it was twisted, which gives you greater ease when you put your foot in it. So maybe that's what we have to do, because she's just. Let me tell you,
She is growing.
you see Molly one week, and the next week I see her. It's like, did she grow?
She did.
So she just keeps growing.
She did. She's in that spot where she's getting ready to stretch, I think. So.
That's fun.
Oh man, it's fun unless you're knitting for her.
So, I went to Marshall's.
Okay, acquisitions. We might have bought a few things, even though we're supposed to be knitting the stash, which we are.
And look, the pattern doesn't really come with the bow. The bow was on the puller, but I decided to put it on there, and give Grinch a bow with a
Make it a
safety
Grinchette.
pin. This is some type, this was over in the cosmetic aisle, and I had seen these, and they had a whole row of them. They had like 20, 30 of them, and I didn't buy it. And then we were over there yesterday, and I told my husband I was going to run in and see if they had it, and they had 2. And so I bought it. And this is some type of, I don't know, cosmetic bath set that comes with a bath bomb and something that didn't smell good. So I threw it in the trash because I didn't care. I wanted the bag.
She wanted the Grinch bag. It was worth it, wasn't it?
I wanted the bag for my Christmas socks. I was like, that's the perfect sock bag. So that's what I have my Christmas socks in. I know, I'm so silly.
No, I love it.
It is like $12.99. I wanted the bag.
Yeah, worth it. I think you pay that for a project bag. $12.99.
Probably more.
Yeah.
How much you pay for yours?
Well, I have a friend who makes them whenever she finds things that need to be made into project bags. I don't know, $25, $35. Ooh, super crinkle. Okay.
I just dumped it out. So
Good. All right. Other things we bought. Oh, okay. So on Friday, I went up to Florissant in Old Town Florissant off of St. Francis Street, and a gal, Tanisha, opened her shop up there called Creators Corner, and it's in this little strip mall, and it's like the cutest little shop. She's got a big table when you walk in. So I went on Friday because she advertises that Friday from 11 to 2 she has like a sit and stitch kind of thing. And so I walked in and there was 5 ladies sitting around just knitting, and Tanisha was sitting there at the table with them, and they were just like, the conversation was so good. People were having a good time. Like,
no politics?
No politics. And people were really like genuinely friendly. Like,
aren't you happy we're past the politics?
Girl, we are just getting started. This is not anywhere. Anyway, we are not diving into politics. So, I walked around her shop, and she's got a good variety. I think she opened in May, but I found some Cascade superwash hand
I'm
paints.
loving that. I mean,
Doesn't it look like Christmas?
I have not seen Cascade the hand paint before.
Yeah. So I'm gonna make myself a hat because I need hats, but it looks kind of Christmassy.
It does look a little Christmassy.
So I think it's worsted weight. I'm gonna make myself a hat. Probably something pretty simple because I want the yarn to show off, but I think it'd make it really nice.
There you go.
Hat.
She'll have that done next time.
Yeah. And okay, I found myself a Christmas present.
Now this is cool.
This is going to be to me from my children. So I'm gonna wrap it, so I can't use it yet. But how cute is this little bag? I think it's supposed to be a project bag, but you could wear it.
You can wear it
like over,
yeah,
right? And
that's the
strap
way
is
you'll probably
adjustable.
wear it.
Yep.
As a mother, you're gonna have to sling that thing over your shoulder and catch a kid.
But it's cute. It's got a pocket inside. One
I
little
like that.
pocket. World Finds Ethical Style.
That is cute.
But it's got, I don't know, is that a broccoli or a cabbage on there? I just love the colors. And then the stitching, the embroidery thread that goes across.
I'm pretty sure it's a flower. Does it look like a cabbage to
I think
you?
it looks like a cabbage, green cabbage.
You know what? Okay.
I'm okay with it.
I like that red stitch that
I
goes
love
up.
the red stitch. I love this. So this is my Christmas present. from my children that I'll wrap.
You got to help them out, you know.
I mean,
they're little people. They can't.
I need them to be excited when I
Right.
open it. So yeah, so I found this up there at her shop. She had a couple other ones like this, and then some other project bags, and
I like that.
but you guys should go check her out if you're local to St. Louis. I think her hours are kind of limited. She's the owner, Tanisha. She's in there doing it herself.
Mm-hmm.
But her shop is so cute, and there's a bakery right down the street called Made by Leah, and oh my God, I had the best cheddar chive scone, and then I got this oatmeal raisin brown butter like cookie sandwich with like buttercream in between. I ate it all afternoon because it was so rich. So I'd have like 3 bites and then put it away and have 3 bites. It was.
I will definitely go see her. We need to check her out on Small Business Saturday for sure. That's coming up.
Yes. So I think her hours are Thursday through Sunday. We'll put a link to her website in the show notes, but it's a cute shop and she's super friendly. Yeah, show up, give her some love. Okay, other things I have one more thing I bought, but it's big stuff. So you tell us about. Oh yeah, okay.
I don't know if you all are familiar with Yarnable.
No.
But Yarnable is a yarn subscription that you can get. However, Yarnable is done by Hypnotic Yarns. And I had seen in Yarnable, I think the Crazy Sock Lady had done, I think the October Yarnable. And if Hypnotic Yarns has any left over, you can purchase it. And she had this one left over. I think it's Cosmic Cupcake is the name of it. And I don't know, I instantly fell in love.
That's so
I just thought this would be just look, it even goes to red. I thought it would just be a great sock with red heels. I don't know. So I ordered it. Now somehow, some way, my address got put in, I guess she said it was my fault, but I know where I live. And I don't live on an avenue. I live on a spur. Okay? So I think it automatically defaulted to an avenue. So I was like, where's my yarn? Because it had been like a month. That yarn had come all the way here, gone all the way back. And so I contacted her and she was like, oh, yeah. She's like, I think they said it's on its way back. And I like, yeah, it had the wrong address. So I gave her the correct address. See, look. I'm not on the avenue. I'm on the spur.
You know, sometimes when you're typing that in, it'll give you several different to like.
I think it
drop down,
automatically defaulted to an avenue. I ordered this in bed one night. Maybe I need to watch the ordering on my phone in bed with the lights off and turn the lights on. And I guess I put in the wrong. Okay.
You need to unsave your credit card information so you have to get up to get it.
Girl, I got that stuff memorized.
I know. I don't blame you. Mine is saved.
But I need to stop with that.
Okay, and then so like I said, Molly and I went to Michael's to get a couple things. Well, and then I thought, okay, what holidays are coming, and I thought that it would be fun to do something for my child's teachers. And
that's a lot of pressure.
Nah, girl, this is easy pressure. So I found these are those Karen Blossom cakes. There's one in this kind of color. There's this greeny, and then this one kind of fun rainbow. And I do like the structure
orange of this yarn because it's that
it's that chainette.
Yes, that chainette, and then the little fibers are blown into the chainette.
So what is this made out of? Probably acrylic.
So it really makes a really light.
It's cotton acrylic. So it's worsted weight. I am going to throw these on the Centro knitting machine. Crank these into cowl tubes and just Kitchener the stitches together and make a cowl, like a double. That's cool. So then it's handmade.
But you did thoughtful. You did that before.
I've done that
with some yarn that you were like, I had it. I intended to make a scarf for someone, and it just never happened because you know that scarf knitting. That's some serious knitting.
Well,
I'd rather knit you a pair of socks than knit a scarf.
Scarves are just...
They go on for forever.
They do. They go on for forever. And like, I think a cowl that you can loop twice.
They'll love it.
Is going to be cozy. Because that's what I did. I did 2 skeins of Rios, Malabrigo Rios. So it ended up being about 400 yards. I think that's what these are.
And the yarn is really pretty. So the cowl, the stitch is going to show off the yarn.
481 yards. So should be the right length. I'll just have to Kitchener or graft it together into a tube, and then figure out which one for which teacher. But I can hook up that
I'll go get it.
Hook up the electric screwdriver to it, and
you can get one done in nap time.
Girl,
this would be your nap time knitting.
Nap
Put
time
them down.
Yep.
You knit a scarf at nap time.
Because I'd like to have these done by early December, but I don't. It's handmade. It's something they can't go buy. I don't know. I just thought it would be nice. But
it's
yes,
handmade.
I don't have the time to do a whole.
And there's a whole discussion about that, because you know how people have sock machines and people try to say, well, that's not really knitting a sock. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Because if you remember years ago, our 4 women used to sit by candlelight and piece together strips and fabric of fabric to make a quilt. Well, now we have sewing machines, and you put together a quilt on a sewing machine. Nobody says, well, that's not a quilt. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Because you still took time to do it, Yeah.
Well, you still have to put the heels in. You still have to put a toe in. There's still things to be done.
Right.
Like, it is still handmade.
It still takes a skill that not everybody out there has. Yeah. That's my thing. It still requires a skill. And that you're going to take this off in Kitchener. 80% of, 90% of the population does not even know what Kitchener is.
There we go. There we go. It'll be good practice too. And I like a good Kitchener stitch. It's
fun.
It is, and it's like you get in a rhythm and you get going.
But I realized that I don't know how to Kitchener. I do not know how to Kitchener garter stitch. I have never Kitchener garter stitch.
Or what about rib? Have you done like a rib?
I have not, but I imagine if you learn how to Kitchener garter stitch, then you could probably adapt it to Kitchener a rib.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have never done that. I'll have to work on my skill set.
Yeah. Oh, I had this idea. I'll tell you about it later. I'm not telling you about it because you can't rip it off. But I had an idea for something to knit. I'm gonna write that down. Thank you. Okay. Show us what you got.
So we always say the shop. Okay, it's Yarn.com in St. Louis, and it's run by Heather Swan, and I always refer to it as the shop. But we went there Friday, and there was a trunk show with Apothecary fabrics, and you've seen some Apothecary fabrics on here before, because every time at the knit festival, we always,
the Midwest Fabric Festival. Yeah,
we're always drawn to her. I don't know her name. What is her name? But I'm so drawn to her. We talked to her too on Friday night.
I know.
But you can definitely get it. It's Apothecary yarns, and her colorways are just, I don't know, amazing.
She does as we were sitting away from, so
she's right in my wheelhouse,
and you could look onto her big booth setup. And everything is these really like deep, like rich browns and greens, like very
tonals.
Yes, and very earthy. Like,
and
very
that's why I like her.
Natural feeling. Like nothing was like, she has a couple kind of bright pops here and there, but a lot of it is just really this rich. Like,
and then she has a whole line that she does that's all natural dyes that she does from the plants.
Oh, cool.
And at the Fiber Festival, remember I purchased some seeds from her that make a certain plant, and then when you take and use those leaves, it gives you blue. And it's so funny. I purchased the seeds from her and gave them to Gayla, because Gayla's my farmer girlfriend.
So we need to trade her some leaves for some short.
Right, and I told her, here, I need for you to plant these. And so she said she was going to plant them in the spring to see if we can get that plant and then do some fabric dyeing. But she's she does a lot with tonals. And you know, I love a good tonal. I love a good tonal, and I love
self-striping.
Self-striping.
Yep.
I am a fan of tonal and self-striping. I'm not.
It's all right.
I try to like some of that other stuff, but I just can't. I can't do it.
So anyway, she's gonna make a hat out of this. This is what, lace weight? Moonlit Wild is the name of the colorway.
Right, and it's 80. It's 80-20. It's 80% merino wool, 20% silk. I'm probably gonna hold it double and make a hat. And it's so funny because I asked her what was the color, and I was like, because there's nothing on here, and she's like, oh, that's Moonlit Wild or whatever, and I'm like, oh, okay. She's like, you can go online and you'll be able to see. And I think your mom said, well, here, let's just write it on here. And your mom wrote it on here for me because it is just, I'm in love with it.
There's like those little pops of brown in there, and like.
And on top of her having tonal, it's a tight twist yarn.
Yeah.
It's just everything I love.
Yeah, it'll be a nice hat, I think.
I'm gonna make myself a hat. And then I might have done a little purchasing in the bed at night. So I have some pom-poms coming.
So she has a black pom-pom that's going to be beautiful with that.
Yeah, I think that would look good with the black pom-pom.
I think so too. Okay, I'm about to do some stripes. All right, other things. I don't think I have anything.
Girl, you got a lot.
I know, I think we talked about it all. I think so.
Do we? Okay.
Let me check my notes.
Jimmy stopped knitting over there. Grab her socks.
Woo.
So we can give an update on her socks. Because we showed the dilemma before.
Yeah.
And you will see Jimmy doesn't play. She's resolved her issue. But she didn't have time for that. Finish one pair, then do the other one.
Okay, so remember my mom started socks with 2 different balls of yarn.
They have the same colors in them.
Same
the
colors.
striping sequence was different.
Yes.
And she was like, what's going on here?
So then remember I said she cast on the second sock for both of them. And she was working real hard to get it all caught up so that she could have the pairs. And then I was like, oh, just leave them, two socks on one set of needles, 2 socks. She's like, no, I'm putting all 4 socks on these needles.
She went and got her long needles and she put all 4 socks.
She is not playing. She is like.
So when she gets done, she's going to have four socks, 2 pair of Christmas socks completed. And look at her waffle. Look, your mom doesn't get off on her waffle.
No. Well, she's got her counter.
Look, I mess up and sometimes I'll be like, ooh, that waffle right there is a little off. It's all right. Look at her waffle. It's beautiful.
I know. So look, she's gonna have 2 pairs of Christmas socks, 2 pairs of sparkly.
I love
Christmas
that gold
socks.
stellina.
Yep, her yarn management is on point. She is not even twisted. Look at this.
I know
You look at mine, it's like.
She takes the time to turn it back around.
Somebody put that in the comments of my TikTok video. They're like, oh, well, you just turn your work clockwise the first time and then counterclockwise back. And I'm like, it'd be great if I can remember which way I turned it.
Girl, you gotta drop it and run and go catch a kid.
Yeah.
You're still trying to keep little people alive.
No, I'm like, no. But my mom's over there handling it.
Aren't they gorgeous? They're absolutely gorgeous.
I think you're gonna do another inch or 2 before you start heels. This is what I can't wait to see what 4 heels of the same kind looks like.
She may have to slide them off and do them one by one.
Are you gonna slide them off to do 1 heel at a time?
Yeah, you might have to.
Do my heel flaps, all 4.
Can you do that?
My heel flaps.
Can you do your heel flaps all 4? I would be all messed up.
Whenever I have to pick up, then
Okay, then when you have to pick up the gusset, you might have to slide it off and pick up the gusset.
The heel flaps are just back and forth.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
They're gorgeous. They're absolutely gorgeous.
This is like the knitting Olympics, though.
Right. She has sold. Right. This separates the professionals from the amateurs here.
This is on another level.
But she sold me on this. I'm gonna go order some of this colorway. It's gorgeous.
This is Mary Maxim, right?
It's absolutely gorgeous.
I don't know where it went.
You know what's so beautiful about it is the gold stellina, and then this color here, this beige. This beige just makes it so
weird,
so warm.
Mary Maxim Festive Feet sparkle.
I'm
So
gonna
one
order
is
some of
called
that.
One's candy cane and one's mistletoe. And she's got more of this sparkle, but with it, instead of like red, then it have blues in it, like blues and greens. The other set that you have, it's Christmassy, but it's got like blue. And...
You know, one of these days, let me tell you, that your mom has quite the stash. One of these days, we'll have to sneak over and film her stash.
We'll just record in front of her stash next time.
Because it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful.
But
Yes.
this was a deep dish.
This was deep stash.
Yes.
Because you ordered this a while ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's been just
A
staring
couple
at
of
me.
years, yeah. Okay, I won't tuck them away if you're gonna keep working.
Yeah.
They're gorgeous. So stay tuned for Jimmy's sock update.
Yeah. Okay.
That is on another level.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's it.
I think that's it.
Thank you so much
Oh,
for
wait, Renee. I'm taking the giveaway with me today, and I will get it sent to you this week. Thank you so much.
and everybody, thank you so much for liking and subscribing and commenting and coming back to see
Yeah.
us. This is a lot of fun. As a matter of fact, it's helped me with my knitting. I get excited when I'm getting towards the end. I'm like, I'm gonna have something to share.
Well, we were talking Friday night, and she probably had 2 or 3 inches left on the foot of one of her socks, and like an inch left on the other one. And I was like, I don't know what you're doing tomorrow, but
you need to get those done.
those socks need to be done by Sunday so that we can show them. Because I was doing the same thing. I was like, I was probably here on it. And so on Friday, that's all I worked on was the sock so that I could have this Kitchener and done for today. And then I was looking at everything else. I was like, nothing else is even close. So I'm just going to work on this.
So I'm pretty excited. I'm going to make more progress on my purple blanket. That's the plan, to do my purple blanket. I need a hat, people. I got one hat, and my husband is tired of me wearing it. Yeah. So I do need a hat. So I may go ahead and do a hat.
We'll wind that, and we'll wind my Christmas yarn.
Yeah. So
that we can get that going. But stay tuned, too. We're going to start the year of the sweater.
I can't wait.
I know we tentatively said December 1 we're going to cast on. Looking at all this stuff, we might need to wait till January.
It might be January. So we can clear the needles.
Yes.
I would like to clear the Afghan.
Yes.
I definitely would like to clear the Afghan and get those out of my house. And then I'll always just have a sock on. But I would like to just get down to just a sock, and then I can start on that sweater.
The sweater, yeah.
I'm excited. Maybe I might swatch.
So, but we talked about this too. Your Cozy Memories blanket. If you pull that back out, that's a good place to swatch. Somebody said that to me the other day. I was like, I'm so ready to start something new. And somebody's like, you know what I do when I want to start something new is like a sweater or something, is I pull out this stuff so I can do a swatch. And that'll usually scratch the itch.
Okay.
Until I can like get to the place where I actually have time and space to start it.
Okay, that's a thought.
Because that's what I was using that blanket
and
for.
then we have to do the giveaway along.
With that,
That's a good place to end.
We're gonna go ahead and go. Okay. Thanks for playing.